All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different, and I want to play all the GTA and GTA alike games before GTA 6 comes out. And where do we start? Of course, the 2001 release of Grand Theft Auto 3, the 2021 release of the Definitive Edition is what we're going to be playing though today. I do have this game on my PS4, like the original PS2 version, but you know, the mechanics don't hold up at all. And although the game looks much better, it's going to be much harder to complete. This is like the hardest GTA game to complete, not because of its length or, you know, the missions being too difficult, but just because of the bare bones nature of the game and the fact that it's the first one and the mechanics and all that and how they play. So yeah, I'm excited to do this though. Grand Theft Auto 3, probably the worst out of the trilogy games in my opinion. I like Vice City and San Andreas a lot more, but this is where we're going to start. We're going to be playing other games too in this entire series. We have a whole year until GTA 6 is released, and I want to play all the GTA and GTA like games. So Mafia, Sleeping Dogs, Watch Dogs, maybe we'll throw in there, LA Noire, Saints Row, all those series and those games I want to play before the release of GTA 6, and I think we could do it. We have a whole year. So anyway, let's jump into Grand Theft Auto 3, the Definitive Edition. Confirm. Let's go. Liberty City Bank. You actually never see that bank either. Like, you can't. That's not a place you could go to in the game in free roam. I don't think. Such an iconic first opening scene.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl.
Popped us twice.
Small time.
And she killed the other dude too, so she's just on her own. Criminal shot by girlfriend accomplice. Court finds armed robber guilty by unanimous verdict. So she shot us, left us for dead, and sent us to prison, practically. We sent ourselves to prison, but still.
Liberty City is in shock today as the police and emergency services deal with the aftermath of a devastating attack on a police convoy this morning. As yet, no details have been released about the prisoners being transferred in the convoy, and no group has claimed responsibility. The convoy left police headquarters early this morning for a routine transfer of felons to Liberty Penitentiary. The attack took place on the Callahan Bridge, leaving few witnesses and the bridge itself severely damaged. Some of the convicts are thought to have perished in the explosion.
Since its release in 2021, this game has gone through a lot of updates and tiny fixes. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it is much better than it was 4 years ago. Trust me on that.
With the Porter Tunnel project falling behind schedule, this disaster leaves Portland isolated from the rest of the city.
There's no one in the driver's seats of these cars. Senor Dickhead.
It's no problem to kill you. You gonna be sorry.
They want that dude, that Asian guy.
Aye, get lost.
What a stupid ass cop, huh? Like, he's not even paying attention. We're able to trip him and get the keys. Boom, and there goes the bridge. Pretty unique way of letting us like not explore the entire map. It's because the bridge is broken and needs to be reconstructed.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
Classic line by our homie 8-Ball. Alright, let's get in. I have the classic lighting mode on, so it should look closer to the original than, you know, non-classic lighting, like the new lighting they gave it. Still looks really good. I'm gonna be honest, I like these. I think they look cartoony, but that's because we didn't have a remake. I think a lot of people were expecting like a remake of these games after 20 years, so new mechanics and new enhanced graphics. Not just enhanced, but just like overall new graphics. This game did not do that. They like basically coded the entire game with the HD 4K paint, but it still looks really good. They changed the lighting too. Like the lighting looks much better than it did. This game, if you guys think it looks bad now, if you guys played it when it first came out, it looked way worse.
Right here. Let's get off the street and find a change of clothes.
I've played this game. I've never finished it. I've only finished it maybe twice because it is kind of irritating to play, and you guys will soon learn that. It's much easier and much better to play with the new systems we have in the definitive
I
edition.
know this guy. He's connected. His name's Luigi. Me and him go back, so I can probably get you some work. Come on, let's head over there.
All right, let's go to Luigi. But yeah, I've only completed it, like once I completed it when it first came out. I still have a save from 2021. It's the one that I never really, it's the one I least played as a kid growing up. Really, I shouldn't have been playing any of them, but that's, who cares really? These games are classic. They're everyone's childhood, ironically, even though they're adult games. So now we're meeting Luigi for the first time, some like pimp or some small gangster.
Go in and talk to Luigi.
He's a gangster with that has a control on the like prostitution racket, I'm pretty sure.
Eightball's got some business upstairs. Well, maybe you could do me a favor. One of my girls needs a ride, so grab a car and pick up Misty from the clinic, then bring her back here. Remember, no one messes with my girls. So keep your hands on the wheel. If you don't mess this up, maybe there'll be more work for you. Now get out of here.
All right, Sir Luigi, I got it. So we just got out of prison. Well, we weren't even in prison. Matter of fact, we just escaped, broke out of prison. Now we're already working for the mafia. The thing about Claude, a lot of people say he's like the most evil protagonist in the Grand Theft Auto series because he doesn't talk and he just takes jobs and does whatever. You could kind of argue that if you take in all the missions that other characters have done. They're pretty evil, and we'll get to those missions soon enough. Hey, Misty. But just the fact that he takes any job and doesn't care about anything except for money and I guess like the story in this game is kind of weird because I think we're meant to be doing all this to find Catalina and seek our revenge, but we really don't see her, or she's not involved in the story except for like that first mission and a few other missions sprinkled throughout the entire game. But mainly we're doing like random Hitman style missions, which I kind of like this style of GTA. This and GTA 4 have that vibe of like you just landed in a new city and you're working your way up and you're kind of like a hitman stealing cars and doing odd jobs, you know. The other games, you already have a pretty established background. Like in San Andreas, you've been a gangster, and in Vice City you were part of the mob. But these two games have the authentic like GTA. This is what I think GTA should always feel like, you know. You're starting out new.
Luigi said to give you this, so here, take it.
There's a new high on the street. Goes by the name of Spank. Some wise guy's been introducing this trash to my girls down Portland Harbor. Go and introduce a bat to his face. Then take his car, respray it. I want compensation for this insult.
Okay, I don't know who voiced Luigi in GTA 3, but like even that right there, that's like one of the best voice acting scenes that we'll see. Or how do you say it? Like that's some of the best voice acting you'll see in the entire game is right there. Which is kind of sad because the game's, it's not that long, but that's like this is the second mission. Or the first mission, really. But he's such a good voice actor. I'm gonna try to keep the radio off and talk as much as I can, and I also don't want to cut the video up too much. But of course, I might turn on the radio, because this game does have some slappers. They didn't renew a lot of them, so a lot of them aren't on the radio anymore. And this guy already knows what's up. He already wants fucking smoke. Boom. So okay, we kill him, take his car. Why am I going to the other car? Was this a Saber? It's the Stallion. Classic. Classic car. We gotta go get it resprayed and give it back to Luigi. Now this might seem pretty boring. This game is pretty bare bones, so I will warn you that it's like not the most action-packed graphical game in the series. And of course, we're gonna be playing other ones too. Like I said, I want to play Sleeping Dogs. That's a good GTA-like game with its own unique systems and story. Saints Row, the series, is pretty good up until like part 4. Then it kind of turns terrible. But we're gonna be playing all of them. This is like the most bare bones one. If it wasn't for this game, none of those games would exist. That's for sure. But they all kind of influence each other, you know. Later in the series, you guys will see that. All right, stash the car in Luigi's lockup. Let's do it. I don't know how long I'm gonna make these episodes. I guess it depends on, you know, the time I got each day and stuff like that, and just how hard the missions are. Because some of these missions we will for sure fail over and over again, even though it's much easier. Like I said, if you guys want to play this nowadays, if you have it on PS2, or even if you have the original like PS4 versions, which are emulations of the PS2 versions, I would still recommend playing this version, the definitive edition. Just the aiming, the gunplay, the driving, all that is much better. People like to shit on this version of the game, but they can't deny it's much more convenient playing this one than the old one, because they have a lot of new systems in this classic game that work pretty well. They still fit. All right, let's keep doing these Luigi missions though. These ones are all like tutorial missions, pretty boring. Like it's really boring. But I love the way it looks. Like just the vibe of the city is nostalgic to me. I don't know if I like the way it looks or if it's just nostalgic and I like it because of that. I don't know. If you play the original PS1 version, it's super nostalgic. It has that 2000s feel where everything is green. You know what I mean? That Matrix style art. I don't know how to explain it. Also, why does Claude have a 5 o'clock shadow? I always didn't like that. I thought he looked funny to me. Like I don't think he had that in the original game. And if he did, you couldn't see it.
Hey, I gotta talk to you. All right, Mick, I'll talk to you later. How you doing, kid? The Don's son, Joey Leone. He wants some action from his regular girl, Misty. Go pick her up at Hepburn Heights, but watch yourself. That's Diablo turf. Then run her over to his garage in Trenton and make it quick. Joey ain't the kind you keep waiting. Remember, this is your foot in the door. So keep your eyes on the road and off Misty.
I got you, boss. And how did the people know that Claude is like gonna do what they say? He never says yeah, or he never has any objections on it, so he could just be fucking off for all they know. But we'd still do the missions, but we don't say a word. I wonder what made them not have a voice actor. Was it like money, time constraints, or what? Here's Misty. She walks out slow and then just runs to the car. Gotta love that. Yeah, I'm working for him. All right, take Misty to Joey's. Cool little factoid, I guess. I don't know, that sounds corny, but a cool little fact, if you guys don't know, there was a special edition of GTA 5 that you could buy back on the Xbox 360 and PS3 that allowed you to have Nico, Misty, and Claude as your parents in the online mode. So you can make your character look like Misty or Nico or Claude, yeah, but in GTA 5, of course. And then they just added that. So now if you want to play as Claude and have be the kid of both of them, you could do that, which is pretty cool. Here's Joey though. Joey Leone, the boss's son.
Joey! Am I gonna get to play with your big ends again?
I'll be with you in a minute, Sparkplug. Hey, I'm Joey. Luigi said you were reliable, so come back later. There might be some work for you. All right?
Sounds good. All right, now we have his missions unlocked, I'm pretty sure. We also have these missions over here. I never knew what they were. I never did these in the original game. We're gonna do these. But if you go up to that payphone that's like ringing crazy, it really makes it look like a cartoon. It does that in the original though too. Those missions are pretty cool, pretty fun, pretty funny. We're gonna keep doing I was gonna say Leon's, Luigi's missions. And we'll try to finish his quest line and do most of Joey's quest line. See how far we can get in this first one. It's not gonna be too long though. I don't want to make the first one super long just because it's so boring. It's like a damn podcast because I'm just talking the entire time. But this game is still revolutionary. As much as you want to hate on the definitive edition, or even people that say this game is like doesn't hold up and isn't good, it still is like classic. I will admit to a lot of the faults. Oh, I don't like this mission, man. This mission is kind of like not difficult, but it's definitely irritating. And I'll explain.
Some Diablo scumbag has been pimping his scuzzy bitches in my backyard. Go and take care of things for me. If you need a piece, go around back of Ammunition opposite the subway.
Ammunition, classic, still here to this day. There's the, what is that, the stallion? Alright, this mission here, though, is just, okay, the thing is, and I'll explain now, and you guys will know what I mean if I die in this mission. Hopefully I don't. But, the shotguns in this game are super strong. I mean, they're strong in every game, of course. But in this game, if you get hit with a shotgun, your whole body, like, spins around, and they can just keep shooting your ass. Like, you know, in other GTA games, you just get shot once with a shotgun, and you really don't feel it. Just like every other bullet that hits the character. You don't, like, fall to the ground or whatever. In this game, you get hit with a shotgun, and it's like death. And the cars are so brittle in this game. If a few shotguns are shooting your car, it could explode in, like, 4 shots. Anyway, here's how I do it. Do that, wait for them to get out. I think they'll get out at least. And now he's under the car with his shotgun. And I just run him over. That's the easiest way to do this mission because this asshole has a shotgun. And that shotgun's hella powerful. Alright, we're gonna pick up their guns too. Boom, boom, boom. And steal that car, matter of fact, because this car's pretty fast. I have a pager in this game. The pistol is now in stock at Ammunition. And you know what? I always thought like it's so stupid how we have a pager in this game, but we have cell phones in like Vice City, which is 20 years before this game, damn near. And 10 years before that, or a few years after that game, in San Andreas, we have a big ass cell phone, which I thought was just so funny. But it actually makes sense because Claude doesn't speak at all. He doesn't speak, so how is he gonna... He doesn't need a cell phone. Everyone can just text him. He's not gonna reply, you know? What the hell? Why'd he size me up like that for?
Policeman's ball is being held at the old school hall near the Callahan Bridge, and they'll be looking for some old school action. Now, I got girls all over town walking the street. Get them to the ball. They'll make a bundle. Get as many of them as you can before the cops drink away their green.
Alright, cool. This mission is pretty easy. You know, I've done all these missions at least once. There's some of them that I probably won't remember in the later, once we get to like the end game, but this mission is so easy. I used to struggle with this mission though when I was like 8 years old, of course. But now we have the proper mini-map. We could look at the map. In the original GTA 3, there was no map like that you could open like this. So you just have to remember and drive good. And that's how you would get around the towns. Alright, we need, I think we need 4 in total. So I'll try to get the most difficult ones like this one and then the girl down there by the little dirt patch or whatever. Get in the car. Alright, we have 4 minutes too. I think there's how many girls? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 left, we have 2. right, get in, and then we'll drop them off at the policeman's ball, which is pretty funny. Like, we're dropping prostitutes off to the police. I don't know. The story, you know, the more we get into it, the more it doesn't make sense. And you're like, this was kind of just thrown together. Has a classic GTA. I would love to see like a GTA 1 and GTA 2 on the new generation of consoles. Like, that'd be so sick. If they just had like an entire GTA, they would make so much money off of that. I'm telling you. If they made it where you could play every single Grand Theft Auto on console, like modern day consoles, you know, because you could still play GTA 1 and 2 and all that on PC, because I've played GTA 1. It's nothing like we know it now. Like this, you know, GTA 1 isn't even GTA. Really, not like we know it. It's so much different than modern GTA is. This game has features that still are in GTA 5. Like the import-export stuff. The salvage yard. All that shit it was in GTA 3 like 20 years ago. But GTA 1 and 2, just unrecognizable. And of course it's top down, so I don't think they would ever do that. But it'd be pretty cool to have all of them. Like before GTA 6, if we just had every single, if they, you know, remastered Vice City stories and Liberty City stories, and then remastered the original 2, and then gave us like a GTA, or they'd have to remaster GTA 4 too, but then just make like a GTA pack for like $100, and you could play all the games from the first one up until the last one. That would be so cool to see before GTA 6 is released. They probably wouldn't do that because they don't care. They do not need any money. Rockstar Games needs zero money. Alright, get in. Get in, get in, get in. And we have two more girls to get. They're right here too, so we probably could get them in the next minute and 40 seconds. But actually one thing I do like about this GTA 3 is the lighting, like the street lights and all that. The lighting is beautiful. If you're using classic lighting, so nice. And it's even better in like Vice City and San Andreas. They kind of gave this game the least amount of care, because, you know, it's GTA 3, so people aren't going to be playing this one the most. It is a fan favorite, but not as much of a fan favorite as Vice City and San Andreas are. Oh, I can't just drive over that? Okay, fuck it. Might as well grab the last two. I don't know if you get more money for grabbing the last two, but do I have to be right up on her ass to get in the car? Come on. Oh my gosh, see, my car's already smoking. Yeah, you'll see me in this game try not to crash as much as I can, because the cops, the way the cops get you to in this game is crazy. They just ram into your car. It's like bumper cars. Get in. Alright, let's see if I could deliver them in 20 seconds. There was 8 total. Alright. Got like 10 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Wow, just before the timer ended. Look at that. Alright, how many more missions do we have with Luigi? Come on, what the fuck? This long ass cutscene of them just walking in. We get a bonus. Oh, so we did get a bonus. Sick. Alright, Joey, his missions, a lot of his missions, from what I remember, they require you to be there at a certain time. So you can't just show up like whenever you want. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta be here in 5 and 21 for a job, so I'll just go to my house, we'll save the game. I know there's autosave in this game, but just out of like precaution, and because I'm traumatized by my childhood where you didn't have autosave, so you do like 10 missions in GTA 3 or Vice City or San Andreas, and then all of a sudden you load back in after shutting your console off without thinking about a thing, and you got to redo all those missions you did. And yeah, that shit sucked, especially on the PS2. Anyway, let's park. I guess we'll park this. Fuck it. Get it fixed up. And we'll do the last slot, the Fuzz Ball. The way the rain looks too, like that green tint that was just over the entire game, still looks really good. Alright, let's get this. This is the, what is this, the Idaho? Or the Virgo? Kind of look the same. Oh, it's the Esperanto. Oh. I like these ones, the Cadillac looking cars. Also, a thing I didn't realize until way later than I should have is there's no motorcycles in this game. I don't know why. I think it would be so cool to see a motorcycle. I mean, if we had it at the start of the game, like if we had it this whole time, it wouldn't be such a unique thing, but it'd be so weird, I think, to see Claude riding a motorcycle. Alright, fuck it. Here we go. Let's see what he has for me. Mike Lip's last lunch.
When you gonna drill me?
In a moment, sweetheart. I got a little business to take care of. I got a little job for you, pal. The Ferrelli brothers have owed me money for too long and they need to be taught some respect. Lips Ferrelli is stuffing his fat face in the St. Mark's Bistro, so steal his car and take it to 8 Ball's bomb shop up in Harwood. You know 8 Ball, right? Once he's fitted it with a bomb, go park the car where you found it. Then sit back and watch the whole show. But hurry up, he won't be eating forever.
Alright, this is one of those missions where you cannot crash the car. Like, do not crash the car at all. And it makes sense, you know, you obviously don't want him to notice a big ass dent and scratch on his car and then get in the car when you fitted it with the bomb. You know what I mean? So, let's go steal this guy's car. Ferrelli, we'll learn more about them in future GTAs for sure. Yep, there's a lot to learn. Returning characters, all that. And hopefully we get through this game pretty fast because the other two are pretty exciting and pretty much more fun, like in my opinion. They're 10 times better than this one, and this one is still great. But it's just bare bones, you know. If you want to just play like a run and gun type of GTA game, this is the most, you know, you don't have to worry about anything except for ammo. Literally, you can't buy properties, you can't buy cars, you can't buy weapons, you can't do anything. All you could do in this game is literally do missions. You could explore the world, but it's not like free roam. This game reminds me of like Mafia, you know what I mean? The first two at least. Where it's like there's free roam, especially Mafia 1, because there's not really free roam. It's more like a story game with free roam as a side activity, but there's nothing to actually do in free roam except for like cause chaos and steal cars, which I don't mind that, but it does get boring. Especially nowadays in 2025. We need like 20 different things to do at once. Which is probably why GTA Online has done such like good numbers still to this day, because there's just so much shit to do. If you want to buy everything in that game without buying a shark card and without like cheating, you'll have to literally treat GTA 5 Online as a 9-to-5 job. There's just, everything's so damn expensive. And there's so much to unlock and to do. Alright, activate the car bomb and get out of there. Take my car back. My busted up shit. I don't want him thinking no one was here. He takes 5 years to walk down the stairs. Marco's Bistro, eat till you explode. Ironic. Our first mob hit. We got $10,000 for that. Of course we did. We took out a gangster, a made man. If you guys ever seen Goodfellas, that never works out. Alright, I think we'll do one more Joey mission and then we'll call it a day. I don't want to make this one too long. You know, I just don't want to make it too long. Oh my gosh, what the fuck? You see how your cars just bounce everywhere. You hit the smallest thing. If I hit this, my car will, oh well, not the fire hydrant. But if I hit anything else, my car just goes spinning. I don't think this is one where you need a time limit. Hopefully not. Yeah, here we go. Farewell, Chunky Lee Chong.
Chunky Lee Chong is pushing Spank for some new gang from Colombia or Colorado or something. I'm not really sure. Who needs details? Anyway, he's got a noodle stand down in Chinatown. That rat has sold his last stir fry. I want you to take him out. If you need a piece, go around back of ammunition opposite the subway. Sort yourself with a 9. You know where it is, right? Well, remember, just watch your back in Chinatown. It's triad territory.
I got you. You guys, does he know who I am? I'm just joking. All right, let's go kill Chunky Lee Chong. How much ammo do I have? Can I check? Oh shit, I didn't mean to shoot. My bad. I don't want to waste those bullets. I gotta check real quick, because if I have enough ammo, I'll just go kill him myself. I think we're good. I don't think we need to go to ammunition, to be honest. I don't think we will. Go kill this guy. He tries to get into a car too, so hopefully he doesn't. I don't want to fail the mission. It's gonna show us his little layout. Punk noodles right in the middle. Oh my gosh, that's not the right guy. I'm going straight for him. Fuck everyone else. Boom. Passed. Can we get in this car? I can. Stealing his whip too. Diabolical. Alright, so that mission took way less time than I actually thought it would, but fuck it. We will go back to the safe house, save the game, and that is part 1, episode 1 of our GTA 3 playthrough. Let me know other games too that kind of mimic GTA or have GTA style gameplay, and I'll add them to the list, because we have a whole year, like I said, so we could play all these games. We're going to be playing all of them, all the ones that I mentioned, the entire Saints Row series, the entire GTA series, for what we have on console at least. I'm not going to be playing Vice City Stories or Chinatown Wars or Liberty City Stories. And the first two, of course. We're starting at GTA 3. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about GTA 3 Definitive Edition. Did you guys play it when it first came out back in 2001? If you did, you're pretty old now. Sorry about that. If you guys played the Definitive Edition back in 2021, let me know how you guys felt about that back then. Do you guys like the classic lighting? Does it do the original game justice? I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.